Yeah, from that moment on, you just felt it was almost inevitable that Cullen would go on and win it because it didn't half flatten. Here's opponent Ryan Joyce.
Yeah, well, I remember Joe Cullen being hit with a similar checkout like that on the Euro Tour. And he was asked how it felt, and he said it was like being stabbed. So when you do that to your opponent, you know you've landed a blow. And ultimately, it turned out to be the decisive one in that game.
Yep.
There's pressure. Barney looking to break back immediately. Will he get a chance? Maybe not. 103 checkout, Joe Cullen. 15 darter, 2-0.
$134. That's another lovely piece of approach play by Joe Cullen again. This is on the Barney throw as well, so a chance to hit back straight away. Joe Cullen letting his darts do the talking.
He had darts to win every leg. And he's managed to go 2-0 up.
Joey require 91.
Missed a bullseye, then missed tops in the following two legs. He's going to get more darts to win this leg. Joe Cullen is bossing this game.
Joe Cullen.
But I'm not sure who's going to be more popular out of the 8 we've got with the German fans
97.
Here. Michael Smith, always popular, but with no Peter Wright here. None of the Germans left standing after Martin Schindler's demise at the hands of Jan van Veen earlier.
Joey require 151.
Oh, yeah. Can't find the 51.
88. Raymond, you require 124.
Well, I suspect this probably has to go. And it may well go. And it has gone. And Raymond van Barneveld conjures up a wonderful piece of sorcery on a 1-2-4 checkout. He has produced some big finishes this weekend.
Raymond van Barneveld has not asserted his authority on throw in this leg, but Joe Cullen has done nothing to worry him. And Barney is first to a finish. Cullen will fancy his chances of getting to as good a one, maybe better. It is better. Now Raymond.
Raymond, you require 90.
Can he hold it all together? Bullseye he needs.
65.
18 darts thrown. He's not been able to hold his throw. And the only chance he had was one dart at the ball. It's not a good leg. And Cullen punishes. And once again, Joe Cullen is favourite for this game.
He's taken the biggest finish of the lot today, but he's not going to take out the 153. And Joe Cullen is now an overwhelming favourite to become the first player to reach the semi-finals of the European Darts Matchplay, a tournament he won 4 years ago. Messi just about inside the single 13 for bullseye, and he can only find the 25.
Raymond, you require
should have been a better chance than that, but it was only one at the ball. It may only be one at the ball for Barney. No, it's double 7.
81.
Will he get another go, or is that the end of his campaign here in Trier?
Joe Cullen, 25 points away, and he's got 2 clear bites at double 8. No mistake with the first dart this time around. He takes a moment, takes a big deep breath, takes aim inside for double 4.
21.
Raymond van Barneveld has survived a total of 8 match darts today. 5 against Searle, 3 more against Cullen. And Barney can't take advantage. Surely Cullen puts this to bed now. He's blocked it, or at least some of it. It's double 1. It's double 1 for Joe Cullen. And there's the reaction. Raymond van Barneveld will not reach the semi-finals. A perfunctory handshake. Barney appears to be trying to clarify what happened earlier on in that game. Cullen, I think, just wants to move on and move into the semis. He's done that there. They've kissed and made up. Not really.
Not really. And I know they didn't win, but he's represented his country at the World Cup as well. So, productive. But he wants more. But so too does Dirk van Dijvenbode. 140 and a 180 to start things off in this third leg. And Michael Smith is in danger of suffering 96. A second break of throw.
Dirk is going a little bit bananas on the treble 20.
Move.
135.
Sound advice. 121.5 on the front nine, Dirk van Dijvenbode.
100.
And at the minute, Michael Smith is under 80 in the front nine. That's why this game is going the way it is.
Game shot in the third leg. Dirk van Dijvenbode.
This is a bit of a puzzle, this one. Being on a gettable finish to seeing something that is
60
in the region of a 2% shot. You give 100 tries at this finish to a world-class player, they might hit it twice. That's what I mean by that. This is not going to be one of those occasions. And Smith has got
58.
a great opportunity now
Michael, you require
to get within one.
Single 12. Oh, he's missed
Michael.
it.
81.
Well, that's very uncharacteristic.
He's missed 2 singles there.
Well, we said earlier, didn't we, that the performance against Rock, let's just see, Van Dijvenbode take out double nine. The performance against Rock was the marketing dream, wasn't it, for the new Arrow?
Do you know what, Rob? We talk a lot about how modern-day PDC darts is all about lots of different countries, lots of different talents, spreading the net. We've got a little bit of old school here tonight.
40.
It's all English and Dutch.
Yep. Well, it was advantage England in the opener, but it's very much advantage to the Netherlands in this
29.
one, although Van Dijvenbode can't take out that 45 on that particular visit.
57. Dirk, you require 16.
3 clear darts at double eights.
I wonder why Dirk was holding the hand up there, an apology. I'm not even sure Michael saw him.
Yeah, just flexing the shoulders there.
8.
Now then.
Michael, you require 164.
Oh, that's why. Hang on a moment. Oh, my goodness me. Michael Smith has just produced a moment of absolute class that even Dirk van Dijvenbode has to acknowledge.
He gets rid of 225 and 6. Michael can't do anything.
135.
Was there just a faintest of deflections on that final dart?
I tell you what, it's not the worst deflection, but I tell you what, maybe it's turned into a bad one. This is a massive shot now.
It is, because Michael Smith can just sense something might be happening. Oh,
wrong double.
38.
38 scored
76.
to leave 52, and not for the first time. Van Dijvenbode just slipping into the wrong numbers. Oh, Michael Smith has done 27. It again.
Dirk, you require 52.
I do not believe what I've just seen.
I think that might have been a foul dart at the end as well.
Yeah, because he threw it from almost waist height as well.
But
Van Dijvenbode, credit to him, with so much going on, he still had to stay focused there. On strike.
Well, the fly was on the board there.
120.
What happened there? That must have been collided with his own flight.
Well, he's still the favourite to win this leg and win the match, Sean. There's points on the floor there for Michael Smith 39. As well, and he's definitely the favourite now.
I think he's hit them both off that slow motion shot there. Hit the top one, 88. Then the bottom one, and then the bounce out for Michael Smith has given Dirk a couple of chances to get the job done.
Bullseye, won't 56. Go for it, could have gone for it, but with Smith on 193, didn't need to go for it.
I'm going to talk about that 88 number again tonight, because that was what Cullen hit to get this title when he got his first European Tour title. But it's double 16 for Dirk for the semis.
It is indeed. And with his 4th match start, Dirk van Dijvenbode reaches another European Tour semi-final. It's his 4th of this year.
In that vein as well, no pun intended, the first meeting between these two saw Wade win 6-3, averaging 87. And he probably thought, this is another decent Dutch kid who can play. But the fact that they've played another 4 times, and every time there's been at least 100 average from one of the two players, I think James, even though he won't admit this, he will be taking more notice of this young man than he did after the first game they played.
Yeah, you can't not appreciate this kid. There's a little smile there from Van Veen as he pinned the bullseye. There'll be a smile there, surely, even if he's not showing it. It's 2-0. Well, this is his worst performance of the weekend. He's still 3-1 up on the 10-time major champion James Wade. But things could be changing in this game. May go to the ball.
105.
Even 5 years ago, he wouldn't have done that. He would have stayed on the 60. But don't accuse James Wade of not learning and evolving his game to stay in the top 16 in the world.
140.
This is a really interesting exchange right here.
Looks pretty good. It's very good from James Wade. Ton finish, 14 darter. Just a wave of a hand in apology to the crowd for not producing the 9 darter.
Oh, well. 20s probably?
98.
Yep, good call. I remember when Gian Van Veen made his debut on the European Tour, and I thought,
140.
well, I'm not blown away yet.
167.
What an evolution he's been. Oh.
Really? He's not been hitting his doubles as well as he has all weekend.
126.
But that 167, he might have needed it because Wade's on a potential 11 darter to break throw and lead, having been 3-0 down. 12 segment. Can Wade pin the bullseye? Good. Yes, he can. James Wade leads from 3-0 down.
And the resistance from Gian Van Veen is starting to wither.
Yeah, it just feels like he's... Wade came back into this game with some good darts, and then Gian just started to miss. And as the legs have kept on stacking up in James Wade's tally, Van Veen has just been made to feel like he hasn't felt all weekend. He's been made to feel powerless. He's been made to feel second best. And James Wade to win it on double 10. He is through to the semi-finals. James Wade, the 2016 champion at the European Darts Matchplay, is looking to reclaim the title.
Yeah, Huybrechts may well have had a list of names on a piece of paper at home, and slowly but surely would have been ticking them off. I say it again, I was surprised that he sent a message to Gian Van Veen prior to that
58
initial victory that the 21-year-old produced today. So clearly Huybrechts was fearing the worst, I think.
140.
But Huybrechts can now pack his bucket and spade for Blackpool.
99. Luke require 87.
Luke Humphries just looking to assert himself in this contest. Double 18 for a 4-visit leg, and he has got one. 5.5 legs into this, has not found that real firepower that he may need if he's going to end the title defence. That's better. Doesn't follow it. Well, there are some Nathan fans in here, and Nathan fans all over the place. But Luke Humphries is not making their lives particularly pleasurable. He's had a series of 4-visit legs, 4 12 darters this weekend and an 11 darter. This would be for a 10 darter.
95. Luke requires 16.
And a 10-dart break of throw as well. There we go. Brilliant numbers once again. And the pattern continues, and a nice little touch there from Nathan Aspinall as well, just acknowledging that touch of class from Luke Humphries.
Oh, keep on going. Keep on going, cool hand Luke. He is on fire. You thought the 10 darter was good. What if he went one better in this leg?
140. Luke require 141.
Well, we've seen plenty this weekend. The averages, world class darts, record-breaking averages for this tournament. We've had the 170 checkout, an abundance of other big finishes as well, but still no 9 darter.
But it could be back-to-back tens.
And crucially, Dan, a hold of throw as well, because it's got to the stage now where holds of throw may well prove decisive, given the way this match has played out so far.
Well, Nathan's laughing because what can you do against this? 2 legs in 20 darts. Well, it's not quite that good, but it's 21 darts. Because Aspinall will make me graft for it.
Oh, 131.
Well, Luke Humphries may already be thinking about the next all-important leg to come on throw. I think he may be now, certainly. Although he may have slight designs on this one, having got down to a 2-dart combination from there. Tops though for Aspinall for 3-5. That's a loose one high.
14.
And maybe, just maybe, Luke Humphries will finish it off here and now with another break of throw. 83 points away. Treble 17 for double 16 to seal his place in the semi-finals. And the defending champion Luke Humphries looks the business once again, and Nathan Aspinall just offering his hand and offering a look that suggests, well, what more could I do? I couldn't really do anything about that because Luke Humphries has tapped in an average of 109.5. Planning ahead for his trip to Blackpool, he may well be putting his feet up and just relaxing and enjoying the rest of the evening for now, knowing there is nothing that can stop him
99
from taking his place in the field at the Winter Gardens. Semi-final time then, so first to 7, just to highlight that once again. It's on the screen there for you, but
97.
This is where
Dirk, you require 108.
It's been an ordeal already to get here, but now you have to take it to a new level. Further demands are placed on the mind and the body.
Game shot in the first leg.
And Van Dijvenbode.
Second leg,
and I don't think that love affair will ever wane for Joe Cullen.
I don't think so either.
140.
I think Dirk would love to have more European Tour events in the Netherlands because he really revels in those ones. Yeah. But it's dependent on the size of the country. Germany's a lot bigger, and it is the home of the European Tour, isn't it? Is he going to leave 47? Oh, what a silly question.
You bet he is.
58.
This leg has been like a Newton's cradle. Backwards and forwards. Double 16. It's good quality so far. But it might be just warming up a little bit. That is an amazing 180 he hit.
He's going through the decade, or could go through an entire decade without one. And that might be a slight irritation for him. But he can put it right this weekend.
I've got a good stat for you in a second. Double top for Joe.
44.
This would change the match.
Dirk, you require 127.
He'd be past the halfway point if he can take the famous 127. Bullseye. Oh, yeah. Look how much that means to him. It's those shots. When you consider how many events Peter Wright's been a part of, that eliminates most of them.
Yeah.
And all of the ones that he hasn't been in, I'm sure he'll have had somebody else. This may in fact be the first ever tournament without a Scot. We've only got Dutch and English left. Double 6.
Double finale here for Van Dijvenbode in this all-important 9th leg. It would leave him 1 away. Cullen, 184, needs to apply more pressure. He's going the right way about it.
140. Dirk, you require 12.
Everybody loves double 6, but it's not a gimme. Especially if you split it. Oh, what a chance this is. This game could be turning.
Joey require 44.
Double 6 and double 3 proving the undoing there.
He's back in it.
2 breaks apiece. Well, 69 the average, plus whatever he can post here, and it might well be significant as well. Yeah, look at that. Surely into the decider we go. 14 darters have been the order of the day for Joe Cullen so far. 180 plays 180, however, and look what he's on, 127. However, Cullen looking at tops. And into the 13th and final leg we go. Brilliant from it in our first semi-final. Excellent third and final dart, and my word, he needed that psychologically.
What he would give to have left 88, because it was 88 that he hit to win the title 4 years ago. But all he can do is leave the champagne shot, which is a little bit better than Dirk's shot.
Yeah. But it's Dirk who throws first, and he will trim 65. Something off. It's 65.
132.
So a treble to leave 2 darts at the double, and Joe has missed waywardly on that attempt on the
42.
bullseye. And it's a bit of a messy visit. However, 90-78, what would you rather be? In terms of the finish, you'd rather be 78, and of course you'd rather throw first as well.
There's tension up there. Dirk, for the final, needs double 12. There you go. Dirk is in the final. Joe Cullen has a 100% record in finals, but he's not in this final. To nil twice. He's beaten Bunting here 7-0 last year, and he beat Michael van Gerwen 7-0 before he won his first of 4 European Tour titles. He's just been completely relentless on that treble 20.
Well, you think back to that UK Open final 2021, he smashed up Van Gerwen in the semi-finals of that as well. Double 13. It's another 4-visit leg for Cool Hand Luke. A huge amount of fans. I'm not quite sure what they're going to have to get. Maybe the Luke Humphries chest merkin might become a piece of PDC Euro Tour merch.
I said to you earlier, I think he's had a beard since he was 3. Ironically, I think he looks younger now than he did about 5 years ago.
You might be right. Does he stay there? He does, to leave double 15. Beautiful stuff from James Wade. It's a 4-visit leg of his own. He's been brilliant from the very first start. His lowest average this weekend is a 97.
91.
Great response after going 2-0 down, not letting Luke Humphries tear off into the distance. He certainly did do that when they met the match play a couple of years ago. It was after that defeat at the UK Open, actually. He hammered Wade 10-3 in the first round. A rare first round exit from Blackpool. Double top for another massive checkout. Oh, James Wade, special stuff. Back-to-back 12s, 150 checkout, then a 130. Oh, more Luke. More.
He hasn't got a 9-darter in the PDC. He's one of the best players not to have one. Put it right.
He hasn't missed a darter double. If he can find 2 more trebles that he wants, can he carry it on for his first 9-darter? No, again we're denied on the 7th dart.
43.
Ordinarily, I would say going the 20 with the last dart there is a mistake, because you'd rather be on 100 instead of 98. But look where James is. He can use this like a 3-dart checkout if he so wishes.
58.
Well, he's been given the time to do that anyway by those 6 perfect darts to start the leg. Oh, this is good. This is excellent.
Somebody pass the oxygen.
Oh,
13 darts.
James Wade doesn't need to stay on the 20s here. Yeah.
58.
Thinking clearly, but he's not left himself an easy checkout.
It's not often you see James Wade laughing on stage. He's in a very relaxed mood, isn't he?
96. 164.
Might be a bit more pumped up if this goes. Not on this occasion. I know I bring it up a lot, but 88 won this title 4 years ago. It will win leg 9. And it was done this way. Just like that.
That is such composure from Luke Humphries.
I've seen James play in World Championship quarterfinals over the best of 9 sets and not get 7 maximums. This is getting silly. Oh, it's there. And he has got a history of 9s.
There was genuinely a pause to the crowd. They didn't think that last dart was in. It was. It's 6 perfect. Can James Wade succeed where Luke Humphries failed? 1-4-1 for the perfect leg. It is on. Treble 19. It's closer than we've been so far this weekend, but not close enough for the fans in Trier.
The way that these guys are playing, I wouldn't be surprised if we'll get one later in the match.
48.
To draw level. Now we go to best of 3 from here. Oh, come on. There's only so much we can take.
How are they doing this? How are they continuing to do this? Another one in there to leave a 2-darter. Oh, that's one of those situations where the difference between a single and a treble is enormous.
That's a tricky ton to get now. Even he couldn't squeeze that through. This would be seismic if he can find this.
He has not led in this game, James Wade. He may lead in a couple of seconds' time. Oh, it would have left double 10 his favourite.
But he's left tops. Humphries couldn't from his 140 position. But he does get 2. Only needs the 1. Another clinical take from the defending champion.
To break. It is so makeable, particularly for a player who's been finding trebles so regularly.
97.
He'd love to get it done now to stop Wadey from having a chance in the last leg shootout. No chance. But Wade now has the turn at 80. Can he do what Humphries did in the previous leg? It's double 10. It's not there, and Humphries has a chance to put Wade away.
40.
Luke Humphries is doing James Wade's game better than James Wade, and he punishes him on tops. It is 7-5, and Luke Humphries once again is in the final on the European Tour.
Luke's got, wait for it, blackjack, 21. Dirk's got 13.
I think the key stat for me is the finishing. I mean, including this first couple of legs in this final. Humphries 26 from 45. Van Dijvenbode 26, albeit from 63.
96.
I think that might, if that carries over, I think that will be very significant indeed.
Yeah, I agree. He's been brilliant in every department. He's got 370 plus shots on top of the 21 maximums. Honestly, if he keeps playing this well, he might have to take a break every month.
Both players as well. I mean, you look at their passage into the semi-finals.
104.
Both players losing 6 legs over the course of those first 3 matches. Very tight semi-finals, both of them. So very little to separate them in terms of, I mean, you could look at the identity of the opponents, but that's another debate for another day.
Both of them have a high finish this week of 127.
Double 8.
Oh, that's Dirk's third. 127. Well, he did that in last year's final, in the final leg, to lead double 15.
Yeah, had to settle for double 4 in the end, but Van Dijvenbode looking at double 16.
16. Luke, you require 30.
Chance to hit back straight away, and yeah, you're absolutely right. Shades of Roby John here for Luke Humphries. Double 4. That's exactly how he won the title.
Just a little bit hit and miss at the start of this final, Humphries, and he's now 3-1 down. This is a mental test for Humphries. They can be separated by 1 point in this final. Not for long. It's 2-dart territory for Dirk, but Humphries might have something a bit better. And he does. What a recovery that is.
great recovery, that from Luke Humphries. However, it may all be in vain because Van Dijvenbode is looking at, well, no tops. He's gone for the 16s, of course. That's his trademark, and that has paid dividends once again.
I'll watch them till the cows come home. Is there a hot spell on the horizon for somebody? The first person to strike the match might be the person who starts to motor. And that maximum, which is Humphries' 5th in this final, might just be the time for him to see some flames.
Double 16 again, and well, Van Dijvenbode was smiling and joking a short while ago, but there we saw the other side of Van Dijvenbode. He is starting to look a little bit agitated up there. Yeah, Dirk has already come through a final leg shootout tonight against Joe Cullen in that semi-final, 7-6.
100.
Don't necessarily think that that will have any bearing on the situation should we go to a decider here in this first to 8 race.
134.
He's left 146 again.
61.
Almost like he's determined on a crusade to land this 146. Van Dijvenbode may have other ideas, however, and a 161 checkout, and the big finishes just keep on coming this weekend. And there's another one for Dirk Van Dijvenbode, who has turned things around once more.
Well, that was risky. It paid off, but if you get a single 20 there, you're on 162. Oh, is this the time to do that? Is it? I question it massively.
Well, that is a massive risk, isn't it? And who knows, maybe a major turning point again, because look at this from Luke Humphries. Bullseye.
97.
Well, that would have been the ultimate punishment. He's laughing about it now, but my goodness me, he would not be smiling at all had that found its way through. And I just wonder what Luke Humphries thinks of that. Maybe perceives that as a touch of arrogance, I'm not sure. But as it is, Dirk Van Dijvenbode is one leg away from what would be a first European Tour title.
In this tournament, it's not been funny. But what he needs right now is that to happen again. And he'll need Dirk to be very slow in the next leg. That treble 19 coming up trumps. And if you think about how he played in that quarter-final with Nathan Aspinall and the way he finished the job under massive pressure, that's what he needs to replicate.
136. Luke, you require 54.
11 darts may be incoming here for Luke Humphries just to reignite the fire. And with Van Dijvenbode lurking on 170, Luke Humphries takes care of business.
There's a wry smile on the face of Humphries.
100.
That was a key last dart.
Dirk, you require 112.
Does Dirk get a championship dart? Yes.
And guess where he's going? His old friend double 16, but he's just inside.
Luke, you require
My word, double 16 has served him well in this final and in this tournament. Shanghai required here for Humphries. No margin for error either, but there is the error.
60.
And Van Dijvenbode back on strike for a second opportunity. He has missed a match dart already for the final for a first European Tour title for Dirk Van Dijvenbode. And I do not believe my eyes. He has bust his score.
60.
Focus, Dirk, focus.
What a let-off. What can Humphries do? He can take us all the way, that's what. I feel his pain.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
feel Dirk's pain. It might win the title.
96.
If he hits this, there will be carnage.
Luke Humphries. First part of the equation is satisfied, but the second isn't. But he's in pole position once again here, and he's the overwhelming favourite now.
Had 2 match darts, Dirk Van Dijvenbode. Couldn't hit the target on either. Humphries gets his championship shot.
At double 10. My God, he couldn't be any closer. Oh, would you just look at that? He almost wants a VAR on that one. He cannot believe that none of those 3 darts has found its way through. And Van Dijvenbode steps in looking at 50. 3 match darts come and go for Humphries.
Dirk gets a 3rd. And a 4th. and can't find the target. My heart can't take it. I fear to think how these guys feel, but now Luke's got to go back to double 10 again.
This is just drama in the extreme. But at long, long last, Luke Humphries finds double 10, and at long, long last, at the 5th attempt this year, he wins a European Tour title. He adds to his tally of 4 from last year.